Chapter 9 in our digital marketing strategy book dives deeper into paid search strategy, what paid search is, and how we should go about organizing paid search ads. Okay? So, some of the key terms for paid search are pay per click, often used instead of paid search. Paid search ads are charged only when a user clicks on that ad link. Okay? SEM is search engine marketing. So any marketing that's involved in a search engine type. Bidding is how we pay for our advertising's ranking. So it's an auction style. Cost per click, so the amount paid for every click on our ad. Match type, that's how we choose. We want our keyword to be matched to the phrase searched for. Do we only want to show up under exact matches, or do we want to show up anytime that keyword is one of the keywords is searched? Quality score, that's a formula from Google. So that determines where we rank also in addition to what we pay for. And day parting, tailoring our campaign to particular days and times. Okay, so what are the basics of paid search? Paid search ads are those that are seen at the top, bottom, and side of search pages. Companies bid for a keyword in an auction style. Whoever owns that keyword after the auction finishes gets their ad placed in the highest search results. For example, when you make a Google ad, you have to choose what your highest budget is. So once you top out, that ad will no longer be displayed. And then you have to click your minimum and maximum bids. For example, if you're a smaller company with a smaller budget, you might say your maximum bid is $10. So if you are going up against other companies who are using that keyword, you are going to outbid any company who says that their maximum bid is $8. However, as the book talks about, some keywords go for $50 a bid. In that case, the companies that have really high marketing dollars are going to beat out your bid of 10. Okay, so you win the bid, you get your ad placed in the highest search results. Then you only pay if someone clicks through the ad. So if I say my bid was $10, that was the charge. I only get charged that $10 if someone clicks on the link. Okay? All size of companies use paid searches. So it's just the amount that we invest in paid search that changes dependent on the size of our organization. Of course, the advantages and disadvantages of paid search marketing. The advantage, we can display in multiple places and we're not charged for just our ad popping up. We're only charged if it's clicked through. We can highly target our pay per click by good selection of keywords. It is tracked. It's predictable. We get good data from it. It's easier than search engine optimization. Easier to set up, it's easier to manage. It allows for remarketing. So that means it shows up again to a customer. It allows us to retarget a customer that might have clicked on it before. It gives us a better customer match and it works with branding. Disadvantages, it can be competitive and expensive, especially if you're just new to pay-per-click advertising and you're just getting set up. You might set those budgets too high and blow out your entire marketing budget too fast. So really trying to strategize that bidding process. That if you have low marketing dollars, you want to be really strategic with your keywords used to make sure that they show up. So the inappropriateness and the irrelevance, that comes from people showing up in keyword searches that aren't really relevant. So if we're too broad in our keywords, then anytime someone searches for something close but not quite identical to what our product is, we run the risk of showing up as their ad and it's not relevant to them or it's not what they're looking for. So we end up being displayed in places that don't do us any benefit. And of course, it requires specialist knowledge and it's time consuming. So it's one of those things that has to be learned and perfected over an amount of time. Of course, the more that you understand about digital advertising and how things end up in searches, and the more you understand about your brand, the more strategic that you can be with your searches. Okay, first, we have to set up a campaign. Okay, and again, I've said we have to be strategic because we can very quickly drain our marketing budgets. We need to know what our exact objective is and who our audience is. The campaign defines our budget settings and where ads will appear. We can choose ad groups within campaigns. So for example, if someone searches for cars, we might say only display if someone searches for specific cars. So for example, Witham Ford is going to show up differently than Deary. They can put into their display ads only show when people search for these specific brands of cars that we carry. Conduct keyword research. As we can see, the most expensive keywords can cost on average $50 per click. So we don't want to advertise those keywords if we have small advertising budgets. Okay? Think strategically. How do we target individuals? What content do we use? This is where that meta information and the tag are important. We have character limits. So if you remember from the previous chapter where it showed the meta description and the tag that comes up along with the ad. So anything that we can put in that result that encourages people to click to our website. Okay, so searching match terms, which are very specific. If someone is looking for one thing and we don't sell it, but we used a similar keyword, then we want to make sure that we increase that target option. So we're really only getting click-throughs from people who are interested in our product. Okay, some examples of we can choose to be an exact match. So in this example, if someone is searching for white socks and we've selected white socks as our keyword and we selected exact match, we would only show up if someone searched white socks. Okay? We can also try to match a phrase or a broad match. For example, if we sell white socks, we could show up for anybody who Googles socks, that they're looking for socks of any kind. So which one you click, of course, then determines your display. When you use the broad match versus the exact match, you get higher displays, but you run the risk of getting click-throughs from people who aren't really interested in your product. Our quality score. So the higher our score, the higher our position. Okay? If we have the same bid, so we say our maximum bid is $10 and 3 other companies say their maximum bid is $10. So we're all in at this $10 level. The ad that's actually going to win at that point is the one with the highest quality score. Okay? Of course, the things that impact our quality score are similar to the things that impact our SEO. So how long we've been in existence and advertising, what our click-through rates are, what are the relevance of our ad and our content. Okay? Search networks or affiliate marketing. So one of the things that we can do as part of setting up an ad campaign in Google Ads is we can grant permission for them to be posted on third-party sites. So we can grant permission for Google to display them in different places, like on voucher sites and reward sites and review sites and various blogs. Okay. Performance is often lower on these because they might not be relevant. We might end up paying for a lot of click throughs that don't actually bring us customers. This is an example of that affiliate marketing model where we use the third. Okay, so a person visits the affiliate site. We pay a commission or a fee to display on that site. They click through, and then we're either going to get a sale from them or they're going to bounce from our website because they weren't actually interested. As with every social media tool or digital media tool, we need to make sure that we're measuring it. Okay, so it's important for us to refer back to those objectives and to set measures. What goal are we actually trying to accomplish? Okay? And then the different metrics that we get through pay per click. So how many times is our ad displayed? So how many impressions do we get? And then what's the click-through rate? So the number of times the ad gets clicked on versus the number of times that it is displayed in a search. The cost per click, so how much we had to pay for that based on the bid. Our conversion metrics, did we get a sale from that click-through? Okay. And it might not even be that our goal is a sale. Our goal might be for more customer leads. So did they share their email with us and say, yeah, they would get information from us? So that's still a conversion, even if they didn't buy something from us. If they shared their email with us and said they were interested in receiving future information, they are a lead then, and they might buy something eventually. If you are using Google Ads for your pay-per-click and you are using Google Analytics, you can combine the two data tools for measurement and optimization. What are our efficiency metrics? So our return on investment, our ad cost versus how much we made per ad, and then the lifetime value of a customer, as we talked about in chapter 1 of this textbook. So what's the potential value that each customer will generate over their lifetime? Okay. Advanced paid search options are day parting. So with day parting, we can customize our ads to appear during certain days or times and increase the maximum bid levels during that time. If we know from our analytics that our customers tend to be searching at 2 a.m., or if we offer delivery at 2 a.m., maybe we're insomnia cookies and we deliver cookies until 3 o'clock in the morning in college campus areas. Then we might pay for increased searches between midnight and 2 a.m. Okay. Site link extensions. So we can create alternative links in our ad. These are things like Bitly, where we can shorten our links so we get more characters for the other stuff. Okay. Star ratings. So encouraging good reviews. Click to call. So a link to a call that can be added if your company takes phone orders. So instead of just going to our website, it will actually just call us. And a location extension. So this allows us to target local users so they see local business results. So this is a geographic location tag. This is really important, especially with the age of mobile search. So when somebody's searching on their cell phone, to come up with a geographic extension so that the results that are closest to them pop up first. Okay. Some examples of how our ads appear in a Google search. So we have our tag. It says that it's an ad, so we paid to come up here. We have reviews. We've added that extension. Okay, and we have our meta description, which says what is going to happen on here and encourage us to click through. Okay, then how do we manage paid search campaigns? Do we use an automated system? Do we pay someone else to do it? Do we do it in-house and train one of our employees? In a smaller company, it's often a single employee that is doing all of their marketing. They're managing the SEO and the paid search marketing and the Google Analytics. Okay. Humans managing automated systems are the best options because then we're not spending too much time creating the ads, but we're making sure that the ads are relevant and doing what we want them to do. Of course, it's important to keep track of what our competitors are doing so that we are staying competitive. And that is chapter 9 in the digital strategy book.